Welcome everyone to Side Drafting. Man,
I'm angry.
We got a race to talk about today.
It
was a good race overall, but it got tainted by a...
I was gonna get a point.
Okay, calm down. But it was tainted by a weird and kind of iffy finish. Bonehead move finish. So let's talk about it. So Ryan Preece started on the pole because of field inversion. He finished 20th Sunday, so kind of old school. Short
so
track.
Good for him to finish 20th last Sunday.
I don't know if we're going to still do that at Charlotte.
I think they're doing some qualifying.
I think they're doing qualifying for the 600, so it didn't matter who finished 20th today. Yeah, he got to lead some laps, and Brad Keselowski before the race, he lost the hose to his helmet.
Yes, he didn't have no AC or anything blowing on his helmet. I believe before the race he was trying to reach for it and just couldn't ever get to it. And I believe it was all the way till almost the end of the first stage before he got it fixed.
Yeah, so good amount of laps before he got that fixed. And then Eric Jones, he would have to drop to the rear for unapproved adjustments, and BJ McLeod.
He must have had unapproved weather change.
And it definitely was a lot of unapproved weather changes this week. And BJ McLeod, he had inspection issues, so he had to drive through the pit lane.
It's not a good way to start the race.
No, definitely not. And John Hunter Nemechek, he would wreck on lap 4. So we got to 4 laps in.
Yeah, last week was not last week. It's crazy.
I know.
Sunday, it was all the way to lap 1 before we got a wreck. Here we went to lap 4. I mean, John Hunter did an awesome race Sunday, but I believe he got loose or something and backed into the wall.
And it was like a totally different race today.
It's kind of like night and day, kind of.
It was, but it was.
That's the way you say it, I guess.
But Joey Logano, who would take the lead on lap 10, and John Hunter Nemechek would spin again around lap 12. Not a good day.
Yeah, I believe the damage probably cut the tire down or something. Rubbed the tire and caused him to spin again.
So Ty Dillon would take the lead, but Logano would take it right back on the next restart.
Yeah, it was real good to see Ty Dillon leading the race. I mean, he led a few laps, and it didn't take long for Joey to chase him down.
And Ty Dillon had that hump day paint scheme. He's really glad that they didn't move it to Thursday. Then that had to write, "It's not hump day."
The day after hump day.
And then would have lap 24, the competition caution. Since there was no practice or anything, they just, have that to check the tire temps and stuff like that.
Yeah, I noticed today is a little bit more aggression than Sunday. I can't get my days.
What day is it?
I don't know. Since Sunday they didn't know what they had, and so they come back now and they kind of sort of knew what they had, and plus the rain in the area, they're just trying to hurry up and race and before.
Yeah, they knew track position meant everything in this race,
yes.
And eventually it ultimately did. And Bubba Wallace would not stop. He pitted caution before.
Yeah, he pitted the caution before, tried to stay out. He just got ate up on I think he led 1 lap. So it didn't take long for them new tires to pass him.
Yeah, I know we got a Bubba Wallace fan that said wants us to talk about Bubba Wallace more. I'm glad we got to do it.
Yeah.
And then Clint Bowyer going to win the stage. So
yeah, Bowyer had an awesome car. I mean, he just out there and dominated and handling goods. I mean, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
And I mean, I thought maybe that he would fall back to some of the heavy hitters, but turns out, he just had a really good car. May have to look out for him at Charlotte.
Yeah.
He got some practice from iRacing.
Yeah. So Kevin Harvick, he started way back in the field, and he really didn't make a whole lot of progress in the first stage.
Yeah, he used the same car from last Sunday, and it is hard to
It's
get used
hard.
to. So
from last week, no, it was just 4 days ago.
Like you said, night and day. So the car in the daytime might have been, really good, but in the night, at least back in traffic. And it kind of was that way in the daytime. He just never got back in traffic.
I think what it was, Clint Bowyer went and swapped the cars and put the new wrap on it. So that's what it was.
That probably was. And stage 2, Brad Keselowski would finally get the hose attached. So He's now
get some cool air.
Get some cool air in there.
Yeah, I believe at one point his helmet started fogging up, so you had to get the hose hooked up so you can see how to get through the race.
then Clint Bowyer would take the lead again, and like I said, just dominating fashion tonight for Clint Bowyer. But then Ryan Preece would blow up, and that would be no caution, which is kind of strange.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't sure if he put any fluid on the track or anything, but yeah, he just went up in smoke, got to pit road, and they didn't throw no caution for it.
Then Chris Buescher goes around lap 72, made some contact with Michael McDowell.
Yeah, Michael McDowell just barely bumped him in the turn right there, and around he goes.
A Darlington wreck. That's normally what happens there.
I don't think he really messed the car up that much. He didn't really mess the rear wing or anything up, rear spoiler, so I think he was pretty good to move on.
Then around lap 28 in the stage, there was caution for Ricky Stenhouse, so he made it much further this time.
Yeah, he got a little more experience this time. So.
And then Clint Bowyer would pit, Martin Truex Jr. would stay out, and he did. Truex was trying to save some tires for the end. Unfortunately for him, that it never meant much because the race was ended early. Hate races that get ended early. You just think, what could have been? Could have been a good race.
Yeah, so, yeah, definitely Truex had one of the fastest cars. I mean, he had a long run car. I mean, he really come through the field really well. I mean, he ran kind of the middle lane to the lower side, so I mean, he just had a good line, and he was really fast.
Then Harvick and Truex would battle for the lead. Ryan Blaney would have an issue, got into the wall, I believe he just got loose, and Blaney had a fairly strong night up until that moment.
Yeah, I ain't sure why he was running third at one point. Decided to go ahead and get tires, and he's smart up and back, and at one point he was going 3 wide and stuff. I'm like, man, this is crazy. And then he just got loose and got up in the fence.
He knew that you was cheering on him.
Yeah, it's like the back end kept jumping out on him and just spun around and hit the wall.
But ultimately, it would be Clint Bowyer who would go on to win stage 2, won both stages. I believe that's the first time in his career that he's done that, so maybe we could see more from Clint Bowyer this season.
Yeah, I thought he'd be a favorite to win the race, but I guess he ran out of luck later on.
Yeah, so the lady in black finally got him at the end. But Ryan Newman to stay out, and so did Chris Buescher at the start of stage 3. And then it would be Eric Jones. He would jump to the lead 3 wide.
Yeah, I think it's really where it really messed Bowyer up because Newman and Buescher stayed out, and they was on older tires, and Bowyer's trying to go around Newman, and Eric Jones tried to take it 3 wide, and I think it really messed Bowyer up at that point.
And then Chase Elliott would eventually catch Eric Jones, I believe, with the help of some lap traffic. But
yeah, Jones he hit the wall and kind of messed his car up and kind of slowed him up some. But Chase definitely had one of the best cars of the night, and he just ran him down and took the lead.
And then let's see, Matt Kenseth would spin. I believe that was after the green flag pit stops with about 49 to go. His first spin back.
Yeah, he had a little bit of trouble tonight, trying to make his own holes. At one point, he ran into Blaney, about wrecked him, and a lot of these guys will try to jump in a hole, and it's not actually room enough for you to get in there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
I'll clear myself.
So Clint Bowyer would have a flat tire with 34 to go, and it's just so heartbreaking because I was looking forward to seeing Clint Bowyer in victory lane. With just, Clint Bowyer victory lanes are crazy.
Yeah, I believe he got in the wall and maybe cut the tire down. So, man, it's very unfortunate. I mean, he had an awesome car tonight, and it's really great to see him doing well. And man, it's just heartbreaking. And
then the thing that you all have been waiting for, we had like a restart where Brad Keselowski had the freshest tires, and Denny Hamlin was trying to chase down Chase Elliott. Chase did a great job holding them off. because he had like 6 laps weaker tires than everyone else.
Yeah, he was definitely leading the race at one point, and everybody started doing the green flag pit stops, and then his caution comes out for Clint Bowyer, and it caught a bunch of them a lap down. So, and Brad, he did some good strategy staying out and really kept him a good track position. But and Chase, he really held him off though.
Yeah, he's really a good Hendrick driver.
And then
maybe Chase, if he would have pitted right here, he'd probably been in the lead later on, but it's hard to say sometimes.
And then, when the Clint Bowyer caution came out, and then I think Denny Hamlin, that's where he decided to stay out. And Chase Elliott, Brad, and Harvick, they were, really fast compared to Hamlin and Kyle Busch, who I believe they both had scuffed tires on. And
Chase, he didn't have any really option to stay out. I mean, he stayed out on older tires before, and it would probably just eat him up if he didn't go in.
And, the rain was on the way anyway, so, everyone's going to try to get up to the front. I believe it would have been smarter at this moment to just stay out, even if you had older tires.
Probably so.
Knowing that rain was that close.
Yeah, Chase knows it now. Where is that? Yeah, if Chase would have known that then, the Napa know-how, then he would have stayed out.
Napa just don't know weather.
Yeah, so... and then, as they were trying to catch Denny Hamlin for the lead with around 20-some laps to go, there's no other way to say this, but the move that Kyle Busch made was just a complete bonehead move. I mean, I've seen rookies that made better moves than that. I mean, that was just... You
don't really see this from a 2-time champion.
No, I mean...
It's just an idiotic move. I mean, that's the only way to say it. I mean, you're going to wreck somebody.
And it was his fault, so...
I mean, I'm trying to think of, maybe just made a mistake, misjudged it. But, man, he misjudged that by a mile. I mean, how do you mess up that bad?
And Chase wasn't happy with
that. If I'm going to dump somebody, I might as well say I messed up and misjudged it. I mean, that's what I'm going to say. But...
I mean, maybe he knew rain was on the way, teammate was leading, caution would solidify his win, so that could have been the thing.
Chase was faster and didn't want another manufacturer win the Toyota trophy.
Desperation move, maybe. And then also there's Kevin Harvick coming behind you. Might get scared and just make
your brain just leaves.
Yeah, Harvick's coming up behind me, I'm getting scared really.
Especially in here. Why is he in here? But that's the thing that I tried to give Kyle the benefit of the doubt, but every time I watch that, there's no other way around it. I mean, that's just a rookie mistake, and
he's not even a rookie.
If you just barely misjudge it, I mean, he just flat out dumped him.
I mean,
and now you know why Chase is really mad.
Yeah, that's okay. Chase took care of it right here, so.
Yeah, if you can see that.
You see that.
I mean, I was never really a Chase fan throughout the past couple of years. But
I still am.
Seeing him, what he did, flipping the bird to Kyle Busch, I mean, that was just...
It was just clapping.
It reminded me of old school NASCAR.
Let's give him a stand ovation. There you go, there you go, yeah.
You can't see with my head, but okay. I mean, I was sitting there saying, throw the helmet. But what he did was pretty cool, too.
Doing stuff like that is really going to get somebody hurt one day. And I mean, it's just... You're going to wreck somebody on a straightaway where they just go straight to the wall. I mean, don't do this, man.
Almost got a couple other cars involved too, but fortunately Chase was okay, and unfortunately they couldn't fight because of the social distancing thing. I was so looking forward to it.
I bet Chase wanted to.
It is cool to see this moment back in NASCAR because it feels like it's been so long. I think
we got a new rival.
Last year we had the thing at Martinsville with Denny Hamlin and Logano, but that's kind of
Now we got a new rival.
Yeah,
Chase versus Kyle.
Yeah, Chase and Denny got into it with Martinsville.
Yes.
So I mean, it's like Chase and Gibbs cars.
It's always a Gibbs car with people. It's either Logano and Gibbs or Chase and Gibbs, or it's.
Chase definitely had the best car all night, really. I mean, even if you go
other
back...
than Bowyer.
Yeah, I mean, at one point he was running him down, but you go back to Sunday, Chase got put in the very back, and he raced his way all the way up to what, maybe 6th?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
And he finished 4th.
Yeah. So I mean, he's very good at Darlington. He ran real good, and he led a lot of laps tonight. I mean, he was faster than Martin Truex at one point. And it's just like, man, he just needs to get a win.
And he's in my opinion, he's the very best Hendrick driver there is.
Wow, you just offended all the Bowman, Byron, and Jimmy, the 7-time champion.
It's true because
fans out there.
Because he has more wins than anybody.
Currently. Past couple of years.
But Jimmy seems, come on, get out. He's retiring, okay?
Where are you going with this?
Okay.
He's retiring. So.
Yeah, overall the race was very good.
Jimmy is retiring.
It's great to the end.
It was great until the end. It was just really ugly at the end.
I almost cried because I lost a point.
Yeah, we had our fast picks points. I had Kyle Busch. You had Chase to win.
And now we're just gonna fight.
I'm criticizing my pick here to win the race. And he definitely maybe could have won the race if he wouldn't have made that move a couple laps. Maybe Chase and Hamlin would have fought each other. Maybe he could have. But doing that move just kind of, said, all right, Hamlin wins now because of the rain.
Yeah.
And rain races can create some interesting storylines sometimes. But in this case, other than the wreck, it was just really a disappointing finish to a great race.
It's very bad when the fastest car don't win.
And that ruined Brad Anderson's pick.
And, the fastest car ends up on the back of a truck. So
yeah.
And I was looking forward to the battle between Hamlin and Chase. I was wanting to see how that would have went down.
But we didn't
I think we could have had like 2, 3, maybe 5 somewhere in there laps left. And we just kind of got robbed. So thanks, Kyle.
And thanks, Mother Nature.
But I am looking forward to seeing how this will carry on at Charlotte on Sunday, the longest race of the season.
I don't think Kyle Busch will wreck that person that I'm picking next week.
And so you got 400 laps to make some payback, so be on the lookout for that.
Well, maybe you skip a race and
I think you forgot about it.
Get them when they don't expect it. So.
Kyle Busch, if you're watching, you better watch your back for Chase.
Yeah, I bet. Well, Kyle Busch don't have many. He's got a lot of haters already, but
he's gonna get even more haters.
So now you got the most popular driver out there. You're gonna wreck them, and then we get a lot more hate.
That was a bad.
I wish there was fans at this track. I mean, I just wanted to see the reactions from everybody.
There's fans out there today just pouring out the rowdy drinks. Hey, get rid of this stuff.
But overall, very good race up until the disappointing end.
This is why I don't drink rowdy.
Looking forward to the ending that we just kind of didn't see. But congratulations to Denny Hamlin.
Handed the win.
Pretty much. But
and he had a stupid mask.
But Denny
on.
did have the mask was funny. But he did have a very good long run car, but he was on scuffs. So a lot of different factors here. So very good race. Just wish wouldn't have ended so weirdly. It ended.
A Toyota won the Toyota trophy.
Yeah.
I like to see them, battle it out instead of just somebody just gets dumped.
Oh, you win? Okay.
Well, Chase didn't like it. Anyway.
But hey, NASCAR's back, so.
NASCAR hates me. NASCAR hates me.
No, they do not.
Yes, they do.
They don't know who you are.
They hate me. They told Kyle Busch to wreck Chase, so I'd be sad.
Maybe he learned that move from iRacing. So
maybe so. Just blame it on netcode. But yeah, interesting race review here. Don't like race reviews where we overly gripe on things, but still nice to have NASCAR back.
And Noah, if you're watching this, be careful tomorrow and win for me.
There's a menace on the track.
We still got another chance for the 9 to get the lane.
So,
come on, Noah, you're my only hope.
Let us know your thoughts and comments on all this. Whose side are you on? Kyle Busch or Chase Elliott?
I'm on Chase's side.
I doubt anyone's on Kyle Busch's side aside from Kyle Busch fans, but
Kyle Busch 18.
No matter what, Kyle Busch fan 18, we see you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more. Don't forget to Well, I already said that. But we'll see you next time on Side Drive.